Hello and welcome back to ESBR Boxing. Flying solo tonight. Here for a betting tip show for something that potentially should be considered a huge fight, but realistically isn't. Before we get into that, if you like our content, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think down below in the comments of my opinions, my odds that I'll be putting forward for the viewers, to put on some, whether it's £1, £2, £5, etc. As I say, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Follow us on TikTok, guys. ESBR Boxing. We are now also on TikTok, so we are covering all platforms. Now, I'm here tonight solo for a Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga betting tip show. A fight that hasn't had as much hype, hasn't had sort of as much coverage as you'd potentially expect with a Canelo Alvarez fight. He is a pound for pound star. You would expect any time Canelo Alvarez is in the ring to be a case of it's a huge fight. However, potentially harshly, I would say on Edgar Berlanga, this fight hasn't seen as much sort of coverage as I would normally expect. However, we are still here as it's Canelo Alvarez. It's always a big fight night. And we're here with myself to discuss what we think is good odds. Now, fights like this, Canelo is a heavy favourite. It's hard sometimes to look at what odds we've got. It's hard to find sort of value for the viewers. However, I feel I'm putting two odds towards yourself, towards the viewers, and I feel like they are brilliant odds. Two sort of tips that completely sort of count each other out. The odds are, although they're not a million miles apart, it's a case of the almost two predictions in a sense are the absolute complete opposite. But we'll get straight into things. I think Canelo Alvarez, is a pound for pound star. He's a better boxer than Edgar Berlanga. There's no two ways about it. There's nothing much more to digress on in terms of how close they are as boxers, how close they are as fighters. Canelo Alvarez is better in every department. However, Edgar Berlanga is a huge puncher. He had, I believe it was 14 or 15 fights on the bounce where he had first round knockouts. So it's evident that Edgar Berlanga has power. Now, Edgar Berlanga to beat a Canelo Alvarez that is on the decline, a Canelo Alvarez that has seen better days, despite how good he still is, how good he still was. 25-1 for Edgar Berlanga to win by knockout is absolutely huge, in my opinion. I'm not saying he is going to knock him out, but I think if you're going to put any bet on, if you're going to put a couple of quid on this fight, 25-1 is absolutely ridiculous for someone that has a great knockout percentage, someone that's knocked out pretty much every fighter he's ever knocked out within the first round. 25-1 for me. I don't see why it's not worth a punt. I'm not saying stick the house on it. I'm not saying stick the mortgage on it. But 25-1 for me is a fantastic price for those who like a bet, who like an outsider, who like to go against the norm. For me, 25-1 is humongous. However, if you watch our channel, you will see the videos that have come out. You will see my opinions on this fight. I do believe that Canelo Alvarez will find a way to win this fight. Now, although I may have said Canelo Alvarez will find a way to win this fight, potentially on points, Canelo Alvarez against the fighter Edgar Berlanga, who has been hurt by fighters nowhere near the ability of Canelo Alvarez. I think it's going to be a late stoppage, if so. And from what I've seen, what I've looked at, sort of taking into account predictions, taking into account what I believe how the fight will end, Canelo Alvarez, round 10 is 12-1. Now, I believe Edgar Berlanga is going to come out and he's going to absolutely swing for the fences nice and early. So I believe the first sort of few rounds will be Canelo being clever, Canelo avoiding those huge shots from Berlanga and trying to avoid that first round knockout. So for me, if Canelo finds the stoppage, which I think is very good value in terms of how Berlanga has been hurt against previous opponents, round 10, 12 to 1 is a very, very good price for me. So what I've presented to you guys, a 25 to 1 outsider and a 12 to 1 almost outsider, but something I believe is very, very possible. It's a fight where if you believe Canelo Alvarez is going to win by points, it's pointless betting. So for me, the way I look at this fight, 25 to 1 for Berlanga by stoppage in general, and 12 to 1 by Canelo Alvarez in rounds 10. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Do you think Berlanga can get Canelo out early? Do you think he can get him out at all? Or do you believe that Canelo Alvarez is going to cruise through this fight? Is it going to be a simple points victory, which is odds on and is very heavily odds on? Or do you believe Canelo Alvarez can get Berlanga out? Is that rounds 1? Is it rounds 2? Or is it late? Please let us know down below in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and please make sure you interact with our videos. And once again, if you get a successful tip off myself, please comment below in the comment section. Once again, guys, thank you very much, and like, subscribe, and comment.